Hello friends, welcome to the next session on infix to prefix. In the previous lecture we saw how to convert an infix expression to postfix form. Today we'll look at how to convert an infix expression to prefix form. And of course the conversion we'll be doing using stack as a data structure. Now what are the rules for conversion? The rules are almost same like what we had in infix to postfix, with some changes. Now here what you do is, as soon as you get the infix expression, the first step is to reverse the infix expression. So reverse the infix expression, and rest of the rules are same. Add operand to the output as they arrive, right? Whenever there is an operand, just add it to the output. And if stack is empty or contains a right parenthesis, see last time it was left parenthesis, now it is right parenthesis, that is closing bracket, right? If a stack is empty or contains a closing bracket on top, then push the incoming operator onto the stack. In case of postfix, what we had, if it contains a left parenthesis or opening bracket, here it is right parenthesis, that is closing bracket. Now here, if incoming symbol is closing bracket, then push it onto the stack. In case of postfix, what we had, if incoming symbol is opening bracket, then push it onto the stack. But in case of prefix, what we are doing, we say if it is a closing bracket, then push it onto the stack. Now, if incoming symbol is opening bracket, then pop the stack and add the operators to the output until the right parenthesis is found. Fine. So once it is an opening bracket, you pop out everything from the stack, add it to the output till you come across the closing bracket. Exactly opposite what we had in case of postfix. Next, if incoming symbol has higher precedence than the top of the stack, push it onto the stack. It is same as what we had in the previous session. If incoming symbol has lower precedence than the top of the stack, what we do, pop it and add it to the output. And then test the incoming operator against the new top of the stack, the new next symbol in the stack. If incoming operator has equal precedence with the top of the stack, then we use associativity rule. At the end of the expression, pop and add all the operators of the stack to the output. And at the end, once the input is over, reverse the output. So this reverse output will give you the prefix expression. Now the associativity rule is left to right, then pop and add the top of the stack to the output and then push the incoming operator. Same as what we had in case of postfix. Same thing here, right to left. If the associativity is right to left, then push the incoming operator onto the stack. Fine. Now let us look at some examples so the concept will be more clear. The same example what we had in case of postfix, I've taken the same example. So what we do here, the very first step is reverse the expression. Now this is my infix expression. I'll just reverse that infix expression. Now after reversing the infix expression, I can start conversion. So the very first symbol what you use is incoming is C. C is an operand. So what you do, directly add it to the output. Stack is empty. Next, what you read is an operator, right? So stack is empty, so just directly add it to the stack, output remains unchanged. Then the next symbol, what you're reading is B, which is an operand. So what you do with the operand, directly add it to the output and your stack remains unchanged, right? So stack top now is pointing at star symbol, that is multiplication operator, and B is added to the output. Next, what we read is a plus symbol, right? Now, we already have a star symbol in the stack, which is in stack, and then incoming is plus. So what you do, you check the precedence. The precedence of star is greater than plus. So smaller cannot reside over bigger. So what you do, pop out that star, add it to the output and push in plus operator. Fine. Right? So star is popped out, added to the output, and plus is pushed onto the stack. The last symbol what you read is an operand, so directly add it to the output. Now, input is over. So what is the next step? Empty the stack. So whatever operators are there in the stack, write my plus, add it to the output. Fine. Now the input is over. So what is the next step? Next step is reverse this output, right? So once you reverse this output, what you get is the prefix notation for the given infix expression. I hope this simple example is clear. It is same example what we have taken for postfix also. Let us look at some bigger examples now. Now, this is the infix expression given. The very first step is what? Reverse this expression, right? So infix expression, when you reverse, you get this. Now this will be our input, and the same concept what we had in postfix will start again. The very first symbol what you read is an operand. So stack is empty, directly added to the output. Next, what you read is an operator, that is power function or power symbol raised to, add it to the stack. There's no comparison, stack is empty, so directly add it here. Output is same, there's no change. Next, what you read is a closing bracket, right? As soon as you read a closing bracket, just push it onto the stack, right? In case of postfix, what we had, as soon as you come across an opening bracket, push it onto the stack. In case of prefix, as soon as you come across closing bracket, push it onto the stack. Output remains unchanged. Next, what you read is E and operand. So directly add it to the output. There's no change in the stack. Next, what you read is an operator, that is plus, right? Now, what is on the top of the stack? Top of the stack is closing bracket. Whenever there's a closing bracket on the stack top, just push in whatever operator you come across, right? So plus is pushed onto the stack. Output remains unchanged. Next, what you read is D, which is an operand. Just add it to the output. There is no change in the stack. D is added to the output. Okay, the next step, what you read is a multiplication operator, that is star, right? Now, what you do whenever you have an operator in the stack and you have incoming operator, what you do, you check the precedence, right? Now, precedence of star is greater than plus, which is in stack. So incoming symbol precedence is greater than in stack symbol. So what you do, just push on that new incoming symbol onto the stack, right? So bigger can reside over smaller. So star is pushed onto the stack. Output remains unchanged. Next, what you read is C, which is an operand. So directly add it to the output. There is no change in the stack, right? Now what you read is a opening bracket. So now as soon as you read an opening bracket, pop out everything from the stack till you come across closing bracket and discard both the brackets, right? So what you pop out star, add it. You pop out plus, add it. Fine. Now what remains is only a power symbol, that is caret symbol here. Is it clear? Now next. Well, next, now what you read is multiplication, right? Now division symbol. Now division symbol precedence is less than this power symbol, caret symbol, right? So smaller cannot reside over bigger. So what you do, pop out this power symbol or the caret and add it to the output and push in the division symbol onto the stack. Fine. Now next, what you read is again a closing bracket. So whenever you come across a closing bracket, just push it onto the stack. Fine. Output remains unchanged. Now next, what you read is an operand, that is B. Directly add it to the output. No change in the stack. Next, what you read is a minus symbol, right? Now, what is on the stack top? Stack top is closing bracket. So don't worry, just whatever operator you read, just push it onto the stack. Fine. Output remains unchanged. So minus is pushed onto the stack. Next, what you read is an operand A. Add it to the output. No change in the stack. Now what you read is an opening bracket. So whenever you read an opening bracket, pop out everything from the stack till you come across a closing bracket. So what you have here is minus, add it to the output and discard both the brackets. Both the braces are discarded. Now what is in the stack is just a division symbol. Input is over. So whatever is in the stack, just pop it out and add it to the output, right? So division symbol is also added to the output. Now your stack is empty. Fine. Now what is the next step? Reverse this output. Reverse this output so that you get a prefix expression slash minus a b raised to plus star c d e f. Is it fine? Remember, when you read this, it goes very difficult to interpret, but for in case of computer, it is very easy. As human beings, we can interpret this expression, but as a computer can interpret this easily and can parse it. I hope little bit concept is clear how to convert an infix expression to postfix. Let us look at the last example now, little bit bigger. So this is the infix expression given. Again, the very first step in conversion is reverse it. So you reverse it, and now this is my input, right? In the beginning, stack is empty. The very first symbol what I read is an operand, so just add it to the output. Next, what you read is an operator plus, just push it onto the stack. As stack is empty, output remains unchanged. Now what you read is again an operand, directly add it to the output. Next step, what you read is a division operator, right? Now what you'll do, you'll check the precedence of in stack operator and incoming operator. Now in stack operator is plus, whose precedence is less than incoming operator, that is division, right? So greater can decide over smaller. So what you do, push in that division operator onto the stack. Output remains unchanged. Next, what you read is an operand, so directly add it to the output, no change in the stack. Next, you read is again an operator, division operator. Now again check the precedence. Incoming is division and in stack is also division, right? When they have the same precedence, then what you do, you check the associativity. So what associativity rule tells? Pop out this symbol, add it to the output and push in this symbol onto the stack. So the previous division operator is popped out and new division operator or symbol is pushed in onto the stack. Fine. Next, what you read is an E, which is an operand, directly added to the output. Now you read an operator, that is multiplication operator, star. Again, check the precedence. In stack is a division operator slash and incoming is a star operator multiplication. So check the precedence. Precedence is same, right? Precedence of star and slash is same. So what you do, you apply the associativity rule. So what it says, pop out the in stack symbol, add it to the output and push in the symbol. But before you push in, what you do, once you pop out this slash, add it to the output, now you'll be comparing this star with plus. Now the precedence of star, that is multiplication operator, is greater than the addition operator. So higher can reside over bigger. So just push in star onto the stack, right? So multiplication operator is pushed on the stack. Is it fine? Now next, what you read is a closing bracket. So whenever you come across a closing bracket, just push it onto the stack. No operation is required, just push it onto the stack. Next, what you read is an operand, directly add it to the output. Fine, no change in the stack. Next, what you read is an operator, that is power operator or raised to, represented using the caret symbol, right? Now, in the stack right now, you have closing bracket. So whenever the stack top is pointing to a closing bracket, whatever operator you get, just push it onto the stack, right? So the caret symbol is pushed onto the stack. There is no change in the output. Next, what you read is again an operand, directly add it to the output. No change in the stack. Next, you read is an opening bracket. So whenever you come across an opening bracket, pop out everything from the stack, add it to the output till you come across the closing bracket. And at the end, discard both the brackets. They are not added to the output. Fine. So what remains in the stack is only a multiplication symbol and an addition symbol. Fine. Next, what you read is a plus symbol. Now, when you read a plus symbol, again, you check its incoming symbol and it is in stack symbol, right? So incoming is plus, in stack is star. Whose precedence is higher? Star precedence is higher than plus. So smaller cannot reside over bigger. So what you'll do, pop out this star and add it to the output. Fine. Now what remains in the stack is plus. Now in stack is plus and incoming is also plus. Both has same precedence. Then what you apply? You apply the associativity rule. What it says, pop out the symbol from the stack, add it to the output, and then push in the incoming symbol onto the stack, right? So both these are popped out, added to the output, and this plus symbol is pushed onto the stack. Is it clear? Next, what you read is an operand B directly added to the output. Then you read a multiplication symbol, right? Again, check the precedence. In stack is plus, incoming is star. Precedence of star is greater than plus. So star can be pushed onto the stack. Output remains unchanged. The last symbol on the input now is an operand. So directly add it here. Now your input is over. So what is the next step you do? Empty the stack. So what you have in stack right now is star and plus. So just add that star and plus onto the output. And once stack is empty, reverse the output, right? So this output is reversed. So this is what you get is a prefix expression. Is it fine? If you understand the conversion of postfix clearly, this won't take much time. It is just the same concept with little difference. Only what you should remember is your input should be reversed, and after you completely read your input, your output also needs to be reversed to get the expression in prefix form. Fine. So these are a few examples for you all to try. Right? Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.